Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, smartoptiontrading.com. It's Thursday, the 9th of May. This is the morning setups video. I'm putting this out there for free today, so subscribers and everybody out there on Twitter Universe can get it. What's going on here this morning? We have a gap down. What happened yesterday? We had a couple cascade of events yesterday afternoon. Yesterday morning, Trump tweeted that China said they're coming to make a deal. Market rallied. Sanders reiterated that. Market rallied more. Then Intel absolutely befuddled everybody with horrific guidance, single-digit growth, dropped it and the markets, and then Trump at a rally last night, as we're getting into the 8 o'clock plus hour, says China broke the deal. And everybody seizes on that and like, oh my God, this is good news. This was not good news. This was not new news. Sorry. This was the same news we've known from the weekend. It's what happened over the weekend. On Friday, China reneged on most of their previous agreements, and that's why Trump put the tariffs back in. So there was nothing new about that. The market's just on jitters here. And the only thing I can tell you is that this is the world we're in for the next 48 hours. We're going to be moving on news and tweets and everything. Best to watch the price action, best to be extra careful and feel how you want to do. On the economic front today, we have a lot going on. We have jobless claims. We have Jerome Powell speaking in about an hour. Okay, wholesale trade. Then we have Bostic, and then we have Evans. So we have a ton of Fed speak today into the middle of this. Thank you, guys. Never get enough of you. Um, on the ES, so we go here in the mornings. What I do, the trend, right? We can follow this trend now all the way up. All right, the trend, beautiful trending up since the 26th of December, right? Held the 21-day basically this whole run. We lost the 8-day, we lost the 21-day, and now we're playing with the 50-day here out of the Bollinger Bands this morning, right? So you can see how this, again, if you got caught in this, you should ask yourself, what could I have done differently? On Wednesday, Fed Day, we made a new all-time high and then closed dead on the lows. This was a warning shot. The market just said it's not ready to go. Okay? We got good jobs numbers, so we got a little bit of a bounce on low volume. Look how low the volume was, and then now we've been rolling down. So, if you got caught in this, you have to ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Why did I not see this? It was there. It was there to be seen. So we're coming into some support here. We'll go over that more in a minute. Crude. Okay, no numbers today. Crude here after a nice move this year, slowly coming in, slowly slowing down, holding the 200-day and the 50-day for now. We'll see how low what it does here. Bonds, this is where they should be running to if they were really afraid. Yep, they bought into bonds a little bit this week, but not huge. It hasn't spiked up. Nothing special going on here. Gold, also another place they would normally run. Spiked a little bit, not going. Here's that big downtrend, right? Until it gets through there, you got to be careful with any of your gold plays. And what is waking up, and I don't play Bitcoin, but I would play blockchain if they start to move, is Bitcoin. The cryptocurrencies are waking up. You can see this up here at 6,100. All right. So when we go to today, let's talk about where we are in terms of sentiment. Finally, we got our flush. It took forever. We bounced this yesterday. Today, finally, we got our flush. Sentiment now bearish. This is good. We want this. This now we start looking for an oversold or a sentiment spike, a reversal back up. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been stuck up into bulled up mode. This has finally got down to a nice reading. So this is something we can look at. We'll keep an eye on that for today. Oops, wrong one. The oscillators themselves. Okay, negative 139 on the NYMOT, which tracks the New York Stock Exchange. Negative 200 is a nice oversold signal. We're getting there. Just did not get enough movement on this yesterday. Same thing with the NAMOT that tracks the NASDAQ. Not a ton of movement yesterday, 89. We can't, struggling to get down there. Our breadth indicator crossed now the 10-day moving average, telling us that we are in a weak trend. So we'll see. Is it a dip like this where we turn and we headed back up? Or is it, something like this where we cross below it and we got a big sell-off, right? If we got back above the 10-day, that would be bolt risk on type of event. So, we have everything we're keeping our eyes on here as we come into today. The SPY is currently trading at 286. At 286 today, what's going to happen? What levels can we look at today? Talked about the last 2 days hitting the 50-day and seeing how we did with that. The 50 days at 285.38, we tagged it overnight. Okay. If we want to be weak, we hit the 50-day, we test this gap. It hasn't been tested yet. This gap up here at 284 has yet to be tested. We go through that and we fill that gap down to roughly 280, 284. Maybe we'll reverse and get back above the 50-day. We look for a reversal candle, right? That would be nice, right? That would be a good setup. Hitting the 50-day and reversing today, a reversal candle. You know what a reversal candle is? A hammer candle. Looks something like that, except we trade below this range here and reverse back up. If we want to be strong, we trade a reversal in, we take out 290. 290's resistance until otherwise now. You have a bunch of candles in here. You can see all the candles on this line here. You made pivots. You have the 21-day moving average there, and here's your 8-day coming into it. That is your resistance one if we got to it. Above that, close over that area, will open the door to move back and retest at the all-time high of 293.94, which has been resistance. So you got to see 3% pullback, we already hit it. 5% pullback is 280.20. That's where you would look forward to there. So far, market's acting okay, but we're in a news-driven market. And what that means is you have to be extra careful and really manage your risk here. We can get news any minute. We get tweets. We get people coming out speaking. The thing to watch is what's taking place behind closed doors. Does Lighthizer come out and say anything? Does Mnuchin come out and say anything? Does China leave? Right? Those are things to watch for. Obviously, tariffs are set to go in effect tonight, tomorrow morning at 12:01 a.m. So in about 15 or so, 16 hours. So we'll see. If they decide not to place the tariffs on, that would be a sign that whatever China came in with is going well. So these are all things to watch today. If you're not comfortable in this environment, don't trade it. I have almost no risk on right now. But what I am walking to is I do have a list of names I want if I get a go-to, a clear signal. Apple, I'm already in some Apple. It's going to hurt this morning. I'm not going to lie. I'm in some Apple June 210 calls, right? Gapping down $4 again on this China crap for no particular reason. I got time. The reason I went to June is I wanted time. I may add back to it. If we get going, I may add more to it. I didn't go full size. I went quarter size. So I like Apple. Apple's a name I'd keep on my radar if we bounce. Okay. Another name, Facebook's been acting well. Getting gap down here with this. Also, Facebook's founder, Chris Hughes, is calling for a breakup of the company. All right. So, this is out there hitting that as well. So just be aware. All right. What else is going on? Roku. Love Roku. Sold my shares at 67. Missed a couple bucks, but took the risk off. Where's the next stop? Everybody's asking me. Well, right now you're trading into the top of this range, roughly at 71,819. Okay. The next target obviously is all-time highs at 74.35. Is that what it is? I think it's there. Nope. Sorry. 77.57 is the all-time high. 74. So we'll see. You had this little bit of a cup and handle, right? Now we're going to break it out, right? You can see this clear cup and handle. Here's your cup. Here's your handle. And now we're going to break above it and see if we can't get going, right? Next stop would be to take out this 77.57. That was a great report on raised guidance for the third time this year. This company is firing on all cylinders. See how it reacts, right? What you want to see is a move like this, right? Match yesterday. That's what you want. You don't want that little dip and then it takes off and gives you an entrance and you take it and you get a move like that. You want to watch for an EA. EA yesterday telling us that despite good report and good guidance and increasing guidance, wasn't ready to go. What else today can you keep an eye on? Twitter's been acting well. Still holding in here, still acting well here, still looks okay. This is a name you can keep an eye on. If you like Amazon, Amazon's been holding in very well. Okay, still holding in tight up here. Hasn't really given it up yet. Another name to look for. Boeing went ex-dividend today. All right, that's the dividend coming out. The $2.05 came out of the stock. See what they do with it here. They broke it. Do they come back for it now? Okay, the name has been broken. It's broken all support it had here. It could dump. So we'll see how this handles that here. AMD woke up yesterday. They showed they wanted AMD. Intel came out and Intel was really bad. Okay, Intel was bad. See if they come back for this name. It's back to where it was yesterday. They wanted it here yesterday. See if they want it here again today. Right, holding the 50-day. You can keep trying longs off of it. Speaking of Intel, this is what not to do. Intel last two weeks ago, had earnings. They were bad, decent enough, but they guided down. At their conference, they guided down again yesterday. How bad does it have to be that you're the new CEO and you're guiding down twice in 2 weeks? That's just not good. This could affect the semis, so we'll keep an eye on this. Bottom line is a clue about what's going on here with the stocks like BABA, the Chinese stocks. Despite having every reason to bounce yesterday with the market, they did not. So BABA, didn't bounce yesterday. JD didn't bounce yesterday. This has earnings tomorrow morning, okay, before we open. These names weren't able to bounce yesterday, telling us that maybe they're just not quite ready. There's not a lot of belief. I'd keep an eye on these names if it looks like there's a deal, but you need something more than just a one candle chase. You need to see some good news here. Speaking of good news, Disney had another great report. Nothing not to love about it, but what you do have to realize is that it had this huge move up. They don't start to see any revenue until November, until the fourth quarter off of Disney Plus. Excuse me. All they're doing is incurring costs right now. So, that's why they're getting hit like this a little bit. Nothing bad. I think any weakness here is worth a buy. See how it handles this gap. If it holds that gap, it's probably something that stays in there. So with that said, I'll be live with my people in my room today from 9 to 9:30, 10:30 to 12:30, and 3:30 to the close, and as needed throughout the day, depending upon what's going on. I expect today the market may not get a lot of news today until after the close. So just be aware that everything before that is probably going to be a lot of noise. You choose to trade how you want. I may not trade much today. We'll see how things set up. If we do start to dump, I will be looking at VXX along. That's my go-to. We'll see how we handle that. If you're interested in what I do, smartoptiontrading.com. Click on real-time option flow, $25 for the first 30 days, 100 thereafter. Cancel anytime. And you'll get all videos like this in the morning and the night, news flow throughout the day, option flow throughout the day, trades. And every Thursday we do a weekly mentoring webinar where we do teaching and going over stuff we can't go over during the middle of the day. I hope everybody's safe here. I hope everybody is doing well, and have a great day trading, and let's go make some money.